look like the Detroit Lions are going to draft Micah Parsons. Sound like they promised Micah Parsons they would draft him at 7 or maybe later in the draft. Let's talk about why. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And him and the Lions fullback, which I didn't even know the Lions had a fullback active on the roster, Jason Cabana. I can't pronounce his last name. But the fullback, Jason, all right? You know, people get mad because I don't pronounce his name. People name the right way. Then I use Google to pronounce. People say they'd rather me butcher it. So, not sure what y'all want, okay? But they got into exchange. Let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. And basically talking about seeing each other in training camp. And last time I checked, the fullback, Jason, was still on the Detroit Lions roster. Okay, so like I said before, man, I'm going to be brutally honest as always, especially with my way too early, sometimes way too early rants about the draft picks, which I didn't like Keelan Hayes, still don't like him, but we'll see. Frank Ragnar, I remember I had the Frank What the situation. Most people that were subscribed remember that. You can look up Detroit Lions Talk, MotorCitySportsTalk. Frank Ragnar should come up, but he turned out to be a great player. But usually I'm right about those situations. Jason Cabina, I can't pronounce his name. You should always be in competition with yourself and those around you. Just never make the competition with those around you more important than the competition between you and you. And then y'all see that Parsons subtweeted and said whatever you want to say. Retweeted with a caption. That's why it's me versus you this offseason in whatever drill you want. So make it seem like, you know, it's some type of promise between Parsons and the Detroit Lions. And, you know, because the Cabandina would do is still on the Detroit Lions. And, you know, or maybe because rarely you're going to see a situation where players meet up, you know, and do drills. You know, usually you see like Stafford had a lot of receivers in Georgia, you know, throwing to them and all of that. Usually it's like receivers meeting up, or if DBs or Detroit or defensive players do meet up, or offensive defensive players meet up, they usually just, you know, trying to stay in shape. I remember it was a story about LaDainian Tomlinson where he took a high school Reggie Bush, you know, and showed him what he trained like, and, you know, Reggie Bush look up that story. It's a good story, but and Reggie Bush wasn't 1% of what Damian Thomas was in this league, but it was a lot of hype of him coming out of high school, a lot of hype coming out of college, you know. But my favorite highlight tape that I seen was that white boy that went to Michigan, Sam McGuffey, okay, and then DeMarco Murray had, you know, running back highlight types. DeMarco Murray and Sam McGuffey was two I seen, but you know, moving on with. Sorry, I digress. But with Parsons, I mean, it is what it is. If they take Parsons, I'd be upset, but it wouldn't be DEFCON 5,000. I mean, before I take Parsons, I go offensive line with Sewell, Darius Slater. It's Mac Jones, and then it's Micah Parsons for me. No, excuse me. It's Mac Jones, Trey Lance. Then probably, you know, obviously Parsons. Before I take Parsons, I take J.C. Horn. I take J.C. Horn. I take Elijah Vera-Tucker. I take he's just not one of the players. You know, I see people in the second round like better than him. Jamin Davis I wouldn't mind if they took Jamin Davis, even if it was a colossal reach. I take Jamin Davison. I take Rashad Bateman, the receiver. Trayvon Woodward, the safety. I take Cardavius Toney. I take Terrence Marshall. Asante Samuel Jr. I would reach that bad. I take Baymore. I take the interior lineman from Levi from Washington. I take Baymore. I take Gregory Rousseau. I take Greg Newsome third. I haven't seen Newsome, but I take Aziz Alari. I take a lot of players over here. Jalen Phillips with the injury. Jeremiah Wusu-Kamoro. I take him. I take Petty. I would take anybody in the first round or second, when most of the guys are second round grade, over Michael. He's not good. You know, we talking about Isaiah Simmons last year? Whatever the dude name that went to the Arizona Cardinals. You know, is nowhere near that. Because that dude from Clemson can cover. He can legitimately cover, run, tackle. Parsons is an athlete. If they take Parsons the number 7 pick, man, I'm gonna rant. If they move down to take Parsons, I'm gonna rant. Only way after they take Parsons is like the second and behind. I'd be okay. I'm okay. But any first round grade, I'm not taking Parsons for. I like every guy I see in the first round I like better than him. When we go through it, Cardavious Toney, Zaven Collins, some second round guy like Jamin Davis better than him. I like Jamin. I said Jamin Davis. Excuse me. I say Alex Leatherwood. I like Nick Bolton over him. Joe Tyron, he was solid. I like him over him. Calvin Joseph, the cornerback from Kentucky, I like him over him, man. Jabril Cox, I like over him as a linebacker. I mean, Bateman, Najee Harris, Christian Baymore, Morrig, Zaven Collins, Cardavious Toney, Jalen Waddle, Jalen Phillips, Caleb Farley, Jeremiah Wusa Kamoro. I don't know his name. Notre Dame. I like Veer Tucker. I like Whit Petty. I like Darisaw. I like J.C. Horn over him. I like Rashard Slater. I like Devontae Smith. I like Patrick Surtain over him. I like Justin Fields, Jamar Chase, Kyle Pitts, Zach Wilson, Sewell, and Lawrence over him. You know? And, you know, to me, it would just be a waste of pick. You know, unless you teach them how to pass rush, you teach them how to... We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for a developmental linebacker. We really don't, because when I can go ahead and pick Zaven Collins, and he can cover right now on this level, go ahead. I can take Jamin Davis. He can cover and fill holes right now. Why would I take a guy? To me, it's just stupid. But, I mean, him starting Schlitt with a fullback, that's wild. Because we barely even use a fullback. And we gave away a good one. Remember Jerome Felton? I think he went to the Vikings and became a Pro Bowl fullback, which, you know, it's not hard to do in these days. But, I mean, I don't really understand the randomness of it. Because out of all Detroit Lions you could have picked, you pick him. I can see if you say, I can't wait to light Kerryon up in the hole. I'm like, okay, I can get it. I see where you're going, but the fullback? That just let you know his football IQ is hella low. Low. Shorty got low. That's how. I mean, but I didn't even know this dude was still on the team. I didn't know this brother was still on the team. TEAM. I didn't know he was on the team. I didn't even know he was on the team. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you think about the exchange. You think that the Lions promised Parsons picked at 7. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, call, response, your video requests. All my social media links in the description. Twitter's the fastest way. If you want to reach me, check my other channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports news and entertainment. Right here on YouTube, that's Goodfellas Sports TV. Donations, just share the video if you haven't. Hit the subscribe button. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Let me know what you guys think. One time for the one time MotorCitySportsTalk. Peace.